Hey guys, welcome back to the Ask Mario Show. This is episode 40, and in today's episode, we're going to talk about building habits. So the question came in today from Anthony, and Anthony is wondering, hey Mario, I've been following you on Facebook for a while now, and I noticed you post a lot about habits and how we should focus on the process instead of the goal. I was wondering, how do you build good habits? I want to start meditating 20 minutes a day, but I can't get the habit going. Please help. It's a good question by Anthony. I actually post a lot about habits, motivation, self-discipline, how to make this a lifestyle on my Facebook. So definitely, if you haven't checked that out, I'm going to leave the link below in the description, even somewhere here. You can click, get on that, get some good motivation, some good tips every day, posting there. And as far as habits, very passionate topic for me. I've been researching habits for quite a bit right now, and this is a good opportunity for me to give you kind of a quick guide how to form a new habit. So it comes down to 3 steps. First step of every habit is a trigger. So that is something that triggers the action of a habit, whether it's a good or a bad habit. The second thing is the routine or the action itself or the habit itself, the behavior you want to emphasize, like meditation, daily plank, going to the gym, taking a shower for some people. And the number 3 will be the reward. So just 3 things: trigger, habit, and reward. So let's break down these 3 things and let's dive a little bit deeper into it. So what is a trigger? Essentially, a trigger, what it is, let's say you want to start meditating, and your trigger for meditation is, I will not go to bed until I meditate 5 minutes. Or in the morning while I'm having my coffee, tea, or whatever you're having, my breakfast, I'm going to meditate for 60 seconds. So that's like a quick trigger that you can employ right now that is already in your life, and then you kind of link the new habit to that trigger. And how do you find these triggers? Well, the triggers are very easy to find. You just have to analyze a little bit of your life and you see what are the things that will happen to me anyway throughout my day. So that are stuff like, I'm gonna come back from work, I'm gonna have my dinner for sure, I'm gonna wake up, the sun is gonna go down, the sun is gonna go up, or I'm gonna check my email, I'm gonna check my Facebook. And that's a trigger for you. That is a very, very simplified, to find a trigger out of something you already are doing in your life. And how do you use that trigger is essentially add on top of that. So right now I have a habit of doing a daily plank and adding seconds every single day. For me, the trigger for this plank is I'm not allowed to check my email or my Facebook before I do a daily plank. So I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna go to the toilet, I'm gonna brush my teeth, all that, and I come back, and usually what I would do is I'm gonna check my email, I'm gonna check my notifications, all of that stuff. But now I have this trigger, okay, I need to do a plank first before I'm allowed to do that. So that's kind of my trigger. Step number 2 is the habit itself. So what is the pitfall? Usually people make a mistake here with this step number 2. They try to do too much at first. They try to do too much at once. Let's say you want to start meditating. You mentioned the meditation habit. So if you want to start meditating, you don't want to start with 20 minutes a day. I mean, 20 minutes a day is amazing, but it took me about 2 years to build up to 20 minutes a day where I can comfortably do 20 minutes a day and stick to that. I started off with 60 seconds. Simply every morning, my trigger was, while I was having my tea, I like to drink a cup of tea every morning, usually green tea or ginger tea. But I would, while that tea water was boiling, I would meditate for 60 seconds. And it's just like a very quiet, not any demanding type of meditation where you have to be in a special position. I don't want to demand too much compliance of myself, because I know if I try to do 20 minutes, maybe I'm going to stick with it one day, maybe even 2 days. But look, on the 3rd or the 4th day, even on the 5th day, something will happen in my life where I'm gonna just be too stressed. I just won't have enough time. So I just want to keep it very simple so I can still get the benefit of consistency. So 60 seconds for me was a starting point. I just kind of mastered the 60 seconds. Then I went to 2 minutes, and after 2 minutes I went to 5 minutes. After 5 I went to 10 minutes, and I was at 10 minutes for a year. And then I said, okay, what if I tried 15 minutes now? Because I already had the habit, I had the consistency. Now I just need to lengthen a little bit the time, and 15, and then now I'm kind of between 10 and 20. If I'm going through a very rough, stressful period in my year, in my life, I'm gonna amp that up to 20, because it really helps me to calm down, to get some good sleep. But if I'm pretty much, my baseline stress levels are normal, then I'm gonna stick with about 10 minutes just to maintain the habit and get all the good benefits from meditation. So the point of the step 2 of the habit itself, start very, very small. So with the plank, for example, I'm doing now a daily plank. I started actually with a 1-minute plank. I know I could have started with probably a 2-minute plank. I mean, I can do a 2-minute plank without any issues. But I just wanted to start with 1 minute because I know if I try to demand too much of myself, it's gonna get annoying and frustrating after a while, so I can't really enjoy it. But by the time I got from 1 to 2 minutes, I've already passed about 20 days, and now I can comfortably do even 3 minutes without any issues. And my goal is actually to get that up to about 10 minutes. So that would be my end goal for the plank, and just try to maintain that. So that's pretty sick. I'm trying to do that, and it's actually working out pretty nicely. I'm adding about 2 seconds every day. So let's talk a little bit about the reward. So what is the reward? And this is the thing where a lot of people make a mistake. They don't give themselves credit for doing the actual behavior. Let's give an example of these 3 things in something simple, like a Facebook notification. So what is the trigger there? The trigger is that little red icon that just pops up, and then you click on it. That's your action. And your reward is you kind of satisfied your curiosity to see what the notification is. It's very simple, right? Just 3 steps. Well, the same thing is that you need that reward. You need the feeling that you're doing something good for yourself. If you don't have that feeling, it's very unlikely that you're gonna stick with the habit for a very long time, because, I mean, we're just human. I don't do stuff that doesn't directly contribute me for an extended period of time. Maybe I'm gonna stick with something for a while, even though I don't see the immediate benefits. But after a while, everybody will give up if they don't get any good feelings or benefits. So this is the time where you kind of need to see the positive side of it. You need to do a little bit of research, see how meditation benefits you, so you're conscious about the benefits when they arise. Because if you don't know the benefits, you're most likely not even gonna be in tune to experience the benefits, because you don't even look for them. If you don't look for something, it's very hard for that something to pop up and oh my God, now I got this, right? So you want to be in tune with the benefit itself, so you know that you can look for that feeling, and you will find it if you, let's say with meditation, if you stick for a few weeks, you will find that your stress levels have actually decreased, that you're a lot more focused, that you're less prone to distractions, like you're just more focused if you want to be. And that's something I personally find that is the highest benefit for me for meditation, because I mean, in this age of time, I think the study says that our attention span is less than a goldfish in 2015. In 2014 we're still good, but 2015 we dropped down below the level of attention of a goldfish. That's a warning sign for me. So definitely working on focus on maintaining and limiting distractions as much as I can. And to kind of summarize the video again, 3 very simple steps. Find your trigger of something you're doing in the day that is going to happen anyway. Brushing your teeth, shower, for most people happens every day. Then maybe checking your email, checking your notifications. Those are your triggers. Sun goes up, I go back from work, I go to work, I drive my car, I don't know, something like that happens. Second thing, the behavior, the habit itself, don't make it big. Start so easy that you can't say no. That is a good, I think I got this from a guy called James Clear. He says, you want to start a habit so easy that you cannot say no to it. And that's pretty cool. And the number 3, reward, make sure you do a little bit of research on the benefit itself, and so you're kind of in tune and conscious when those benefits arise, that you know what actually happened. So I really hope these 3 steps of making a habit help you, and this has helped me a lot. I mean, there's an amazing amount of material out there for building habits. I would urge you to actually check this book called The Power of Habit. It's probably the best book on habits that has ever been written. So definitely check that one out. I'm gonna leave a link below in the description as well if you just want to check it out. I'm gonna leave you a link to Goodreads. It's a very good site with a lot of reviews, so you can check it out. Maybe it fits your style, so you want to read more about that. Besides that, I want to thank you for sending in a good question to the Ask Mario show. I really like to talk about habits. As always, for this, thanks for watching the show, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.